Our first guest is an Academy Award nominated actor starring in a new film entitled Mission Impossible 3. It opens on Friday. Here's Tom Cruise.
Hey, y'all. How are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Baby girl?
Yeah, she's a beauty.
Like a month ago, is that when it was?
Couple weeks.
A couple of weeks ago.
How's Harry doing?
Harry's 2.5. He's very good. Thank you very much.
Great.
It's just crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Tell us about the, by the way, you're not married.
Did we have to bring it up?
I'm sure that's on a list, things to do.
Yeah. I can't wait to get married.
Yeah, take care of that.
I can't wait to get married.
Now, what was it like? I mean, there's no more intimate a process in the human mechanism than childbirth.
No.
And mine, well, not mine, but I
know we do say that though, ours.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, we.
Absolutely.
But it's not we, is it?
Well, it really
Well, it is
is.
we in
Yes.
some degree, but in some ways it's
You're right.
them.
Yeah, and you'll find, what I found was my position on the roster dropped dramatically as soon as we got home. Because it used to be, but
Numero uno?
That's right. But what was that day like? What was the big day of the arrival?
Yeah, you know what it's like. It's exciting and kind of surreal because all of a sudden it's happening. Mm-hmm. And suddenly there's going to be this other person, and I found myself wanting to relish every minute of it and not forget it.
Was it a long process?
No. It happened very quickly.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah.
Now, you have other children.
Yes.
You have two other kids? Yeah. So for you, this probably wasn't the shock that it was for me. For me, it was unbelievably shocking. Because when you hear the little heartbeat monitor, you realize, holy crap, he's going home with me. you know what I mean? You go in, there's just the two of you, and you realize, whoa! Did you have any of that? Probably
no,
not.
I actually didn't. I actually didn't have that. I've just been changing diapers for so long. Mm-hmm. I mean, my kids were out of diapers after a little while, but
right.
I just went like, what am I saying?
You talked them back into diapers? Is that?
Okay, guys, we're getting warmed up here. Okay, get the diapers out.
But all of that's fun, isn't it?
You know what? I love it.
Yeah.
We have a thing. It's B&B. She does the breast, feeding, mm-hmm. and I do the burping and changing the diapers. Mm-hmm. That's we got a kind of a whole system worked out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's works.
It's not a bed and breakfast. It's
yeah.
a B&B.
Well, you'd do some business there, though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But now, and tell me about the name. Is it S-U-R-I? Is that the name?
S-U-R-I.
And what does it mean?
Well, Suri means, in Hebrew, it's princess, mm-hmm. and it's actually before Sarah. And in Persian, it means rose or red rose.
Mm-hmm. And was there a process to finding the name? Was this a name that you had in the back of your mind for a while?
Did you go through a whole thing on names for Harry, or was it just...
No, I knew what the name was going to be.
Is that right?
Yeah, because he's named
What if
after
it was
my
a girl?
father. Well, if he was going to be a father, it would have been a different name.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
But you knew it was a boy, so Harry.
Yeah, we did know it was a boy.
Great.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we knew it was a girl, and we sat down. A friend of ours, couple gave us the book, and we just sat down on the floor one night, kind of leafed through it, and after about 2 minutes, I read Suri. I showed Kate. She said Suri, and I don't know, it just sounded right. Mm-hmm. We knew it was a girl, mm-hmm. and we recently found out that it was a girl, and we picked her name.
Yeah,
it wasn't a big ordeal.
Yeah, well, that's good because I know people. Who the baby is down the hall. They still don't have a name.
That really?
Yes.
Or what about the discussions and the kind of we didn't have that. Kate and I kind of looked at each other.
It came to you immediately.
Came to us immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
It was easy.
And so now you have this. How big is the little girl now?
Oh, she actually just had a doctor's appointment, and she's now 7 pounds 10 ounces. Mm-hmm. So that's important. These ounces. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
You're now at the stage where you're measuring everything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so I guess right after they're born, they drop a little birth weight.
Yes.
And then they come right back.
And then they come right back.
Yeah, so she's made a nice recovery.
she's bounced right back.
Yeah. And hair, a lot of hair?
A lot of hair.
Yeah.
We have the same haircut, Suri and I. It's the first thing. Kate looked at me, looked at Suri, like, we got the same haircut.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
And do you have as a famous movie star, you probably have an enormous staff. Do you have an enormous staff?
Huge.
People you haven't even met.
People I don't even know. Like, who are you?
But
we've actually kept it really quiet. It's just been family.
You got to do that. You got to have family there.
Kate and I
Yes.
and family, and it's just been really chill, actually.
And the thing that served me well through this procedure, because they give it to you and they let you. Here's the dumb thing. They give it to you and they let you drive it home. They let you drive.
Just like that.
I mean, it's just.
Did you have to sign anything beforehand?
I'm sure there was a form. But now you're looking in the back, and this is the biggest hazard in traffic, because in the back you have a 3-day-old human, you know, a tiny little thing all swaddled up, and you can't keep your eyes off it in the rearview mirror, and you're just about to run into everything because you're not watching where you're going.
That is true. We can't, Kate and I can't take our eyes
Absolutely.
off of it. You just cannot.
The thing that served me well, even now, is grandmother. Grandmother has every answer to every question, every possible
That's
problem.
true.
Yeah.
Anything goes on.
That's right.
We call the moms.
Yes, better than any book, better than any.
That's true.
Yeah, any
That is
doctor
true.
advice. Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah. Well, good. I couldn't be happier for you. This is exciting.
Thank you very
And
much,
a
Dave.
middle name?
No, just Suri Cruz.
Beautiful. Very
Just
nice.
Suri Cruz.
Well, good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
You will.
I hope.
It's like
I hope so. I hope so.
Your dad.
Now, your kids, your other kids are like 11 and 13 and
Yes.
stuff. And do you do stuff like you take them to ball games, you take them to soccer practice,
All of it.
and like a YMCA and stuff like that? Do you do that kind of stuff?
Sure, take them, you know, I taught them how to ride motorcycles and rock climb and...
Motorcycles, really?
Yeah.
Is that good for a 10, 13-year-old kid?
Yeah, they actually started when they were 2.
No.
Yeah, I started right behind those little 50s, and they rode around, and I'd run and chase them around and get behind. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. They love it.
Uh-huh.
They love it.
Are they pretty good at it now?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
They're very good. Very good athletes. And of course, they have soccer and baseball, and
Right.
we do all that stuff.
And what happens at a soccer game when, oh, geez, is Tom Cruise here? You know, it's not just another dad. It's, oh, geez, look at that.
I know. Yeah, it's... you know, they're so cool about it that everybody becomes chill, you know? A lot of times I have a press corps that I go to the game with that, you know, not voluntarily.
You don't invite them, they just
No,
show up.
they just show up.
Right.
But they're actually very polite, and they get the photos and then watch the game, and you know, they actually start following the games, you know? As I'm going through the paparazzi, hey, Connor pitched great today, you know? It's like, yeah.
You know what? This is a typical dumb guy mistake. We've been talking here about the baby and about you, and we really haven't talked about the mother. Hey, how is she? Is she doing well?
I tell you, thank you for asking. She's magnificent. She has done so well, and it's incredible. She's an incredible woman. She's an incredible mom.
She's good looking.
Did you notice that? You know, that's the first thing that I noticed.
Really?
Yes. I went, oh my gosh. Yeah. It's kind of, yeah, she's good looking. She's
now,
very good looking.
This the Mission Impossible 3, and I only got to see an hour of it. So, but I can tell you.
What, we only gave you an hour?
No, it's
we
the whole thing.
An hour.
I had to get to my facial. But there's a thing there.
We're going to send it to you in 10-minute increments. You know?
I don't like it
It's like 10 minutes here.
But there's a thing where you and the lovely Felicity woman are going. Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, she's nice.
Yeah.
You're going off a. You're going off a building onto a truck.
Yes.
And to me it looks like. Well, geez, it looks like you actually went off a building onto a truck.
We did. We did. That was the first time that she's done anything like that. She did great. We actually went off a building down onto the truck.
Right.
That's what we did.
But I mean,
and
I
there
remember
were flames.
Yeah. Yeah.
Explosion.
When she was here, she mentioned that she had done that, and I said, "Oh, yeah." But then, I saw it, and it really looked. But honestly,
I have to tell you, I did, and she did that. She was incredible. And beforehand, I said, listen, you know, there's a chance with the explosion. If your hair catches on fire, if you catch on fire, you know, please don't let go. I'll put you out. And if you look at the shot, I was the one that caught on fire. The explosion happened, and I'm going like this, and burning embers are flying off my hair. And I look at her, and she's going, oh my gosh. I said, well, better me than Carrie.
But I mean, is that safe for a young actress, a young actor, anybody to be lowered off a thing onto a truck? Honestly,
no. No, it's not.
Well, how do you even do that?
Well, we don't tell them that it's not safe.
Yeah.
We don't tell them. It just is gonna. We're going down on a wire, but
Right.
there's things hanging out from the building, and
So you're telling me that everything we see in that scene actually happened? It's not generated electronically?
no, it's not. It's not computer generated. That happened. We came out of that window and went right down on top of that truck.
Wow.
I know.
In one take?
We did it a couple of times, and you want to watch because what I get concerned about is if you start rocking, because we're traveling at such a high speed that if you hit anything on the side of the building, and Carrie is she's a dancer and a tremendous athlete, but I felt responsible for her if anything happened. But nothing happened except for my hair caught on fire.
Yeah, except for your hair. But in the movie,
better my hair than
exactly.
you know.
But in the movie, you are responsible for her,
Yes,
as well as the lives of
yes.
other people. Let's show a clip here. Do you know what this is going to be?
I have no idea. No, I'm kidding. It's I'm parachuting out of something.
Parachuting out of something.
Parachuting. I don't know whether I'm jumping off a building or parachuting. I think I'm parachuting out of a window. Parachuting. I'm parachuting. I'm sorry.
All right.
Matt's acting over
You're
there.
parachuting out of a window. Mission Impossible 3. Now, these movies are wildly successful, aren't they? I mean, they're just crazy. The first two, like $400 million domestically. And it's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So then the family's in good shape, I would guess.
Hence the very extended staff.
Oh, that's right. It's all right. Here it is, Mission Impossible 3. Take a look. God. Wow. Now, was that you also? You're not really being blown out the window on the...
I was pulled on a cable and pulled down.
And this is how you separated your ribs? Is that what that was?
Yeah, during this sequence, I actually separated 6 ribs before this scene.
That's painful. You can't laugh, you can't cough, you can't do
You know what?
anything.
I was surprised, Ed. You don't feel the pain at first. You feel as if you're going to, you know, and you can't breathe. And I didn't tell anyone when it happened. No, you know, people get nervous sometimes if anything happens. If I trip, sure. I don't want anyone to worry about it.
Then what are they going to get? Me?
Yeah.
No, that ain't going to happen. All right, cruise is down. Call Letterman.
Call Letterman. Bring Letterman in.
Let's keep going. Keep rolling. It'll be fine. But you know who's in the movie is Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Great actor.
And it's interesting because people who have seen Capote and who will now see him in this, you keep thinking, well, no, wait a minute, we want Truman Capote in this movie.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He is. I couldn't wait to play those scenes with him.
And in the movie, really an unpleasant fellow.
Yes, unsavory character.
Really a very, very nasty guy. I mean, more than you can even conjure.
Yes, unsavory character. Not the kind of guy you want to go and hang out with.
Is the baby with you now? Are you traveling with the baby?
No, she's just a couple weeks
Baby's
old.
at home.
Yeah.
All right, good.
I'll be heading home tomorrow night.
Good for you. Great pleasure.
Thank you.
Enjoy the success of the
very
film
much.
and your family.
Thank you.
Tom Cruise, ladies and gentlemen. Mission Impossible 3.